Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting Geek Variants episode where you can be your best Geek Variants. But before we get this video going, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Is the first two episodes of House of the Dragons better than the first two episodes of Game of Thrones? I just need a simple yes or no. You can leave your thoughts down there as well. Much appreciated. Without further ado, all right, without further ado, here's the usual like, subscribe, comment, stuff. Will, your thoughts. House of the Dragons. Good to have you back, by the way. Episode 2, give us your quick little synopsis. I got a lot to ramble about here.
I'm back, motherfuckers. All right, look. So I've been trying to make sure I'm in this and understand because again, I watched all of Game of Thrones. I did not read the books, so I'm purely the media guy trying to understand what's going on with the television. I believe that the first episode was a little slow, but it set up well for the second episode to be spicy as hell. This thing is on fire. I am really excited about what's going on, the alliances being made, the interaction between people. Like, oh, you doing this? Oh, this is going on. Like, yo, I'm hyped as hell. I really want to see, and I got to learn names of some of these actors. Don't get me wrong, freaking like I'm really bad with these, but the main girl, so like that, she kind of got that eyebrow thing going, like Will Poulter, so like that freaking, and yo, she just looked like she just mad all the time. She about to really like, yeah, I'm really getting some Cersei vibes. Like I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect what's mine. So yes, I think these two are better as far as setup, action, and I'm drooling.
Because my thoughts, first two episodes, I think these two episodes are better than the initial launch of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones had that shock value because what they were putting out basically hadn't been done on that scale before. So I will say I'm not trying to disrespect what we had before. The first episode was like a 6 for me. I gave it a solid rating. The music was too loud. Some of the dialogue was off. Some of the dialogue was just in. You couldn't hear it. You didn't understand what was trying to be said. And like the whole thing with Game of Thrones is their dialogue was so great. The action was so great. And they took the gore and all the sexual intensity up to maximum. They were getting you with that shock value right away. Episode 1 failed to deliver. Episode 2, dialogue was on point. Strategy was on point. Hightower's been playing everybody like Littlefinger from jump because he put his daughter in the right place at the right time, played her the exact right way. Now she's going to be queen and just upset the whole established order of everything. Rhaenyra is going to have a terrible time of it now that she has to see her friend have sex with her dad. Talk about an awkward situation there. But the one thing I really want to stress is I love Matt Smith right now as Daemon, the villain. Love him. Fantastic. Killing the role, badass all the way throughout. There is one thing, though, that is absolutely sticking out about this character. This character, without a doubt, loves his family. Without a doubt, loves his niece, loves his brother, and will do anything to protect them. However, there is that small distinction of, like, we all got family that's a little bit on the wild side, and you know when they show up, shit's about to hit the fan. And it's okay when you and your family talk about them, but when other people talk about them, you don't like it so much, and you're the first one to offend them. Daemon is that guy that people are worried about because he is the black sheep of the family. But you know, when it comes time to defend your family, he'll be the one coming the hardest and swinging the absolute for the fences every single time. And he's putting his foot down on the Valerian because he's like, look, you can't talk about him like that. That's my brother. I'm beefing with him. But at the same time, you don't get to disrespect him like this. I've earned that right. We're family. It's different. And Daemon is a very, very complex villain. And he's a very, very simple man. All men want power. And Daemon wants his word to be law. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on anything I've said thus far, Will. And like, your opinion and your synopsis of the show.
No, I mean, I agree. With every, you know, pretty much everything you said is right on cue. It's always been the same thing. So this is similar, of course, for my family dynamic. You know, I'm the wild one, so like that. So I resonate with him very well. Like I understand where he's coming from. He's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure his family is good. On the other side of it, I think it's more like every man wants power to a certain degree, and I think that the problem with Damon is he felt like he was kind of thrown to the wayside a lot. So it's not that he want. And here's the thing: is if he wanted to, take over his brother's throne, he could have made moves for that freaking at any point in time. Especially having his own army, these gold cloaks and stuff, who were just out there just handling business. Like he could have made a show of force at any point in time. He's choosing to play his cards one very close to the chest, and he's watching everything as it plays out. But also, he wants to be noticed and respected for his position. Like, I am the prince. I need to be respected as such. And it seems like everyone just kind of discounts him as, oh, you're this. Yeah, he's done some crazy stuff, but he's still the prince, and you need to give him that respect. Is kind of how he's looking at it. If you're not going to respect me, then he's going to burn some shit down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming.
He is an agent of chaos, unbridled, and he is ready to take his. And it was very nice that they had oh my gosh, the name's failing me. Of course, the time that I needed. I want to say the Serpent King or
the crab guy or
the crab guy with the mask. Apologies unnamed. It'll come to me, I guarantee it, the minute we're done recording, because that's just how the human mind works. It was a very nice introduction. I like the mask. I like the look. The amount of gore that they were showing while still slow playing what was transpiring was nice. It was a very good cold burn. I think it was well done. And there was a lot of really good dialogue for this episode. If I had to rate this episode out of 10, this one is like a solid 9. I think there was very little that they failed to establish. They pushed the relationship with Hightower's daughter forward with the king. Hightower's playing his cards perfectly. House Valerian playing their cards perfectly. Daemon's doing some stuff. The Serpentine King, which I think that's his name now, pushing his pieces into place. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of moving pieces. It's early Game of Thrones-esque. I see why the show was already got renewed for season 2. Even though shows like Sandman, which just popped off, may not even get a season 2. HBO putting their money where their mouth is, said, we have big plans for the show. They got a huge season 1, episode 1 viewership. They're like, cool. Season 2, greenlit, we're done. Let's get rolling. I like it. How would you rate it?
I would definitely give this a 9. I definitely enjoy the dialogue between the characters. One thing that I've enjoyed is looking at animosity between, and again, I'm working on these names. The Queen That Never Was and the Princess, like that little back and forth was great because she's like, I've been here. I know what you're talking about. And they're going to do whatever it takes to put this in play. And now she's seeing that firsthand when her best friend, who we've been hanging out, and you ain't told me this was going on, and now I see this going on, and look, it's coming to fruition. Like they're gonna do whatever it takes to put a male heir, in that seat over you. I don't care what you've done. You went back and got the thing peacefully. You got the egg. If it was good, so that your accomplishments don't freaking matter. You need to be a male heir for it to matter in this freaking realm. And it's like, yo, hell hath no fury.
Like a woman's scorn.
Like it's going down, and she's riding dragons and stuff. So like you already knew, Cersei, like Daenerys wasn't that type of initially. She had more of a caring nature. She kind of folded into it. So she kept.
She was a nice person that was pushed too far.
Yeah, she kept kind of going back into it. I don't know if the princess
Rhaenyra probably not.
I don't think she's gonna roll that way. She's a dragon rider. She already said she wants to fight. She wants to do stuff. So I think that she's gonna burn some stuff down because we already know this is the prequel. We got 200 years to play with and stuff like that. It was like 170 something years before Daenerys,
It's a
Right.
long freaking time. You can get like 3 or 4 generations, about 5 if you count Game of Thrones general lifespan, because people get killed left and right. And then Hell Hath No Fury, like a Targaryen storm. Someone put that on a T-shirt. Come on now, that's gonna be a thing to look forward to. Very excited for next week's episode. Coming up on Geek Variants, She-Hulk episode 3. The
I'm
man,
back,
the myth, the
baby.
Marvel is returning to talk about his powerhouse, his genre. Come on, the man, the myth, the Marvel. You know what it is. You know what he does. We'll be back also for Harley Quinn, which has been a huge boon and a very successful show. DC animated doing what they do best. And again, we'll see you for Rings of Power, baby. It's time. Get the Dark Lord in this. Let's go. Very excited.
It's Lord of the Rings. I'll suffer through it.
Quiet down, you. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you. Welcome to Geek Variants, where you can be your best geek variant. Check out all the other amazing stuff we got. That's all the time we got for now. See you in our next episodes.